Have you found yourself caught in a negative thought spiral? It gets deeper and deeper and it feels like there's no way out. It just doesn't get any better. I've got 20 questions to ask yourself if you find yourself ruminating and feeling like there's no way out. These 20 questions will help you reframe your thoughts and stop that spiral in its tracks so that you can climb your way out and feel better immediately. How great does that sound? If these tips help you, please like and subscribe so that more techniques to help you with your mental, physical, and emotional health can reach you and reach others. We all deserve to feel better, and we all deserve to share what we know with others so that they can feel better too. One thing to remember is that these thoughts that you're having, they're not who you really are. They're not the truth of the situation. They're things that you might have seen or made a habit of, picked up along the way. But anything that doesn't make you feel good inside is not the truth of you. It's not. It's just something that needs to be observed, questioned, analyzed, released, and these techniques will help you. Because the first step is acknowledging and then questioning and then letting go, changing, transforming. And there's a beautiful transformation waiting to be had every time you encounter any adversity in life. 20 questions to challenge negative thoughts starts now. And we're going to begin with the evidence. Are you sure that you're not confusing thought with fact? Just because you think something is fact doesn't necessarily make it so. Would your thought be accepted as correct by other people? Would it stand up in a court of law, or would it be considered circumstantial? What objective evidence do you have to back this thought up as fact? Are you jumping to conclusions? Do you often believe that people are thinking critically about you? That's the result of basing what you think on poor evidence. None of us are mind readers. How do you know if someone's thinking about you when you don't know what they're thinking? Stick to what you tangibly know. If you don't know, see if you can find out. And then consider the alternatives. Are you assuming that your way of thinking is the only one possible? Now let's observe the effects. How are the ways that you're thinking affecting everything around you? Do you want to live your best life? You want to feel good, right? How are the thought patterns you're having preventing that from happening? Will they help you achieve that life that you dream of for yourself? What are the advantages and disadvantages to how you're thinking? Do the disadvantages outweigh the advantages? If they do, try thinking of a new way of looking at things. One that gives you more advantages than disadvantages. Are you asking questions that have no answers? Questions like, How can I undo the past? Why am I not different? Why does this always happen to me? Why is life so unfair? Thinking about questions that have no answers will keep you trapped in a negative thought spiral. If there's no answer to the question, don't ask it. Move on. Start identifying your thinking errors. Are you thinking in all or nothing terms? Everything is relative. People aren't all good or all bad. They're a mix of both. Are you applying this black and white thinking to yourself? Are you using ultimatum words in your thinking? Watch out for words like always, never, everyone, none, everything, nothing. Chances are the situation is less clear-cut than that. Mostly, it's a case of sometimes, some people, some things. Are you condemning yourself as a total person on the basis of a single event? This is when you interpret any difficulties in your life as meaning that you have no value as a person. Are you making a blanket judgment? Are you concentrating on your weaknesses instead of your strengths? When you overlook the problems you successfully handled in the past, you also often overlook the resources that would help you overcome your current difficulties. Once you change your mind, you will be amazed at the ability you have to deal with any problems. How did you cope with similar setbacks in the past? Are you blaming yourself for something that's not your fault? Try not to blame yourself if you're feeling sad. It's not weakness, and you don't need to criticize yourself for not pulling yourself together. Blaming yourself will only make you feel worse. Are you taking something personally that has little or nothing to do with you? It's likely nothing personal. Other people are living their lives and not paying attention to you or how you live yours. They're not doing anything intentional. They're dealing with their own issues. Are you expecting yourself to be perfect? It's impossible to get everything right the first time. Unrealistically high standards are a recipe for negative emotions. Everyone makes mistakes. Accepting you can't be perfect doesn't mean you have to give up trying things. It means you can learn from the difficulties and mistakes and not become upset by them. Are you using a double standard? Have you considered that you're expecting more from yourself than from another person? How would you react to someone else in the same situation? Would you be hard on them? You can afford to be as kind to yourself as you would be to someone else. It won't lead to collapse. Are you paying attention only to the negative side of things? Instead of focusing on everything that's gone wrong during the day, try shifting your focus to the things you really enjoy and what you've achieved. Are you overestimating the chances of disaster? If something goes wrong, it does not guarantee disaster. If the day starts bad, that doesn't mean it's going to get worse. How likely is what you expect to happen to come to pass? Are you really helpless in changing the course of events? Are you exaggerating the importance of events? What difference does a particular event really have in the course of your entire life? Is it going to mean anything a week, a month, a year, 10 years from now? Will anyone else remember something that you view as a terrible moment? And will you even feel the same way about it once time passes? Are you getting down over the way things ought to be instead of dealing with them as they are? World events don't need to interrupt your mood. By telling yourself the world isn't fair and that people are awful, it doesn't change anything. It only impacts you. It doesn't alter your life in any way except for bring you down. Are you assuming you can do nothing to change your situation? Pessimism about chances of success can make you give up on things before you even start. You can't know that there's no solution if you never even try. Is your thinking helping you find answers, or is it causing you to turn down possible solutions without giving them a chance? Are you predicting the future instead of experimenting with it? Just because you acted a certain way in the past doesn't mean that you have to act that way in the future. By predicting the future instead of trying something different, you cut yourself off from the chance of change. Changing might be difficult, but it's not impossible. Those 20 questions are a very helpful guide to helping reroute and reprogram negative thoughts as they arise. If you take a second, take some space, a deep breath, and go over that list of questions, finding the one that suits your particular circumstance, you will start to see a visible positive change in your life. And the people around you will notice it as well. Just remember that your negative thoughts are not the truth, and they're not who you really are. And that with a little time and patience and self-love, you can witness a complete transformation in your inner and outer